Hey everyone, we're having some great spring weather today, and that means turkey season is right around the corner. Birds are going to be gobbling soon, and seasons are going to be opening March, April, May throughout the country. So today what we want to do is show you how to take one of the most common turkey calls. This is a pot call or a slate call or a friction call. They go by a few different names. We're going to take it from the package, show you how to condition it, and then show you how to make 3 common turkey sounds with that call. And they're the 3 most important sounds for the turkey hunter: the cut, the yelp, and the purr. Those are turkey killing sounds, so stay tuned. Okay, so now that you have your call out of the package, the first thing you want to do is condition the call. These calls work off of friction, and what creates that friction is micro scratches in the surface, and then the striker is dragged across those scratches, and that friction makes turkey sounds. But we need to put the scratches in the call when we get out of the package. And here's the important part. So your call is going to come with some type of abrasive to create the scratches, Scotch-Brite pad, sandpaper, a diamond pad. There's a lot of different, just depends on the surface of the call. But the important thing is you want all the lines to run in the same direction. So you want parallel lines going across here, not circles, not all over the place, lines, sand in one direction. All right, so before we get started, a few quick tips about pot calls. The best sound is usually going to come around the rim of the call. You'll experiment with your call, and you'll find what's called like the sweet spot where the call sounds the best, and you'll learn that as you play with it a lot. But typically around the edge, in the middle, it doesn't sound typically as good as around the edges. You also don't want to put your fingers on the surface of the call. The oils on your fingers will affect the sound of the call, and if you do by accident, that's okay. Just resurface it and your call will be working just fine again. An important tip: no matter what sound you're making on a pot call, always keep the striker on the surface of the call. Never lift it up and bring it back down. Now that your call is conditioned, you're ready to get started. Here's how to hold a pot call. You want to put your fingers along the edge of the call just like that, and you don't want the call to sit flat in your hand because that'll muffle the sound. You can see there's some sound holes in the back there, so you want to hold it like this. And this part is called the striker. They come in a lot of different woods, and different strikers will sound different on the same call. And you want to hold this one. You can hold it like a pencil and that'll work just fine, but how I like to hold them is you have that last joint on your index finger, you're gonna support it there, and then right here on that first segment of your index finger, so you have it resting on 2 hard spots, and that's gonna really help the sound resonate through the striker. And then your thumb is just there in the support, and your index finger isn't gonna do much except for when we get into cutting, but we'll touch on that in a minute here. And then you're gonna rest your hand right on your fingers. You're gonna hold the striker at a slight angle away from you on the call, and then you're gonna just kind of pull it to you, and it starts to make noises. And now we're gonna show you how to make a yelp. Yelp is, one of the most important turkey calls that a turkey hunter can learn how to make. It's like a turkey's way of saying hello, and it's a really simple call to make on a pot call. What you're gonna do is you're gonna draw an oval shape on the call, real small oval. The diagram that you just saw, that's kind of an exaggerated oval. It's gonna be much smaller. If you make a larger oval, that'll sound like a Jake or a Tom's yelp, but we wanna make a hen's yelp, so small oval shape, and it'll sound something like this. Real easy call to make. And now we're gonna move on to the cut. A cut is a sound that a hen makes when she's really fired up. It's a great way to get a tom fired up, get him excited, and get him gobbling. So here is a cut. What you're gonna do is, again, just gonna rest the striker on the surface, put a little bit of downward pressure, and so as you can see this time I'm gonna have my finger on the striker, and I'm going to just pop it towards me, like snap it. You're just gonna snap it to you. Just like that. All right. The last call that we're going to show you how to make is a purr. A purr is when a turkey's content, they're feeding. It's a great call to make when you're trying to close a distance, really create a realistic scene, like there's a few hens feeding that the tom just can't see. It's a real soft, subtle sound. And to make that, what we're going to do is, again, put the call on the striker. I mean, the striker on the call, and then you're going to drag it to you. So what you can do is you can make a chevron shape as you drag it. So you'll drag it this way and you'll drag it that way. And what that does is it changes the pitch very subtly, and again, just creates a very realistic sounding turkey call. So now that you know how to make 3 common turkey sounds, what you want to do is you want to listen to real turkeys making those sounds and then practice your call. So listen to it, listen to the recording. The NWTF has great recordings on their site of all the different turkey sounds. Listen to them, mimic them on your call, practice, and then start researching turkey calling strategies and kind of putting all the calls that you've learned into a strategy. Okay everyone, I really hope this video is helpful. There's nothing like making turkey sounds and having a tom answer you back. That gobble will get under your skin, and it's really what drives us all season long, waiting for turkey season. So get out there, have a blast, and we'll see you in the next video.